Hello and welcome to another fine edition of TYTSports. We are going to mainly be focusing on, some event that's going on, the Winter Olympics in Sochi. Now, we have discussed a lot of the problems going on, but here's maybe another problem, basically coming out of America. So, Shaun White in the prelims had the best score. In his first round, again, he pulled out of Slopestyle and 48 hours prior to the event because he wanted to focus on the halfpipe, which is basically his bread and butter. He has won he has won gold the last two Winter Olympics, going for a third consecutive gold. Again, his bread and butter, all the pressure is on him in this event. Prelims, he had a great score, the #1 score. And then in his first run, he finished with a score of 30. Why exactly is that? Many of the competitors have complained about the halfpipe, the structure of it, how it simply is not in the best condition for these athletes to compete on. And many said, look, it wasn't great, but the way that they fixed it up and how the event went today, it was adequate. So he finished with a score of 35 because he fell twice in his first run. His second run, much better, but he didn't medal. So it's unfortunate to see Shaun White, who again was going for 3 consecutive golds, and he would have been the first American to win 3 consecutive golds in the Olympics in one single event. So it's unfortunate, but the stories of the other competitors is actually pretty cool. So again, he finishes 4th. You're looking at the table right now of who actually won gold. They call him iPod. His name is Iouri Pdladtchikov of Switzerland. He finished with a score of 94.75 on his second run. He is Russian-born, but competing for Switzerland. Silver medalist Ayumu Hirano had a score of 93.5. He is 15 years old, 5'2", 110 pounds. He's a kid, and he won silver. Congratulations to him, of course, of Japan. And Taku Hiraoka also finished with a score of 92.25. By the way, Shawnee Davis can become the only American to win a gold in one single event in 3 consecutive Olympic Games in the 1,000-meter speed skating final, or the speed skating event when he competes. Now again, we're going to discuss other Olympic events, but focusing on the halfpipe, and this is via the New York Times, some of the problems that a lot of the competitors had, and not only that, the workers had going into this, and were they even great conditions to begin with? Here's what the New York Times says. Concerns over the condition of the massive halfpipe threatened the competition earlier in the day, but organizers scrambled to get it into decent shape. The night before, some athletes suggested that the event be postponed because the flat area between its 22-foot walls was bumpy and filled with loose, granular snow. Already reading that, you are thinking this is a major safety hazard, and a lot of these people are going to crash. Which, guess what? They did. Many of the competitors crashed. Many of them could not stick their landings on a lot of their incredibly difficult tricks. So continuing along, it caused riders to crash not during their dangerous gravity-fighting tricks, but between them. Crews worked overnight, honing the shape of the pipe, which tilted downhill for about 250 yards. 250 yards. In the hour before the competition, workers sprinkled salt on its surface to get it to melt slightly and refreeze, and they sprayed it with water from large hoses. The result was not perfection, but adequacy. So it was the New York Times who said that it was not great, but it was adequate. Still, no excuses for Shaun White. We obviously feel bad for him. Many people, including not just Americans, but many who love snowboarding and the Winter X Games and the X Games as a whole, they value Shaun White. They appreciate Shaun White. I certainly appreciate Shaun White. It's unfortunate that he didn't win gold, but you know what? The excuses and people saying, oh, well, it's because of the halfpipe and whatnot. No, like it was a level playing field. But the criticisms that he received for pulling out of Slopestyle are total bullshit. If he doesn't want to compete, he doesn't have to compete. I understand that it's 48 hours prior to. The Team USA could not find a replacement in time because it was only 48 hours. If he wanted to pull out, he should have earlier. But I give him a pass. If he thinks that there's a safety concern, if he's going to seriously injure himself and take away from his bread and butter event in the halfpipe, pull out. Fine. That's what she said. Pull out. I don't care. So who exactly is iPod, the man that they call iPod? He's 25 years old. He started snowboarding at 11 years old. And there's a trick that he does called the switch frontside double cork 1440, which basically consists of 2 flips and 2 spins. An incredibly difficult trick. He landed it at the X Games in France back in March. And Shaun White was quoted as saying that he studied that trick from iPod. And iPod had that mutual respect for Shaun White because he values the sort of groundwork and the sort of talent that Shaun White has. So again, it's unfortunate to not see Shaun White medal in his only event, his one event in Sochi in the Olympics in 2014. But either way, congratulations to iPod and the others who certainly did medal.